Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I thought I would do a bit of a plans video, so my autumn winter plans. If you watched my last haul, I think it was back in the spring, I said I'm not very good at doing plans for the month because I never get them done in a month. It's amazing people who've managed to sew like 10 things in 1 month. I'm not that fast, so I have decided to sort of plan for autumn, winter, and then maybe spring, summer in that kind of way. So that's what I thought I would share with you today. And I also, if you follow me on Facebook or Instagram, you might have seen I posted a little announcement post a couple of weeks ago. I am 23 weeks pregnant, which is very exciting, and obviously that does then inform my sewing for autumn winter. So I am due at the end of January, the 24th of January to be exact, but obviously that very rarely happens. So yes, I've got autumn winter makes that are going to hopefully grow with me and accommodate a bump. You might have spotted, if you watched my my recent sewing, my recent makes a couple of videos back, that I was looking a little bit rounder. I mean, I am a plus size anyway, but I think it was probably a little bit noticeable. So if you noticed and didn't say anything, thank you. But yeah, so that's very exciting. I've got the tiniest sort of rounded belly at the moment, which is why I really like this that I made, which is the tea house top from Sew House 7, because it's got a nice, it sort of fits under the bust and then flares out. So it's been very good at accommodating expansion. So that's my exciting piece of news, so I will crack on with my plans. Very excited to see that a couple of the big brands in the indie pattern world have released a few maternity sewing patterns. So first up, I have this lovely grey and teal striped jersey from Girl Charlie Fabrics, which is lovely, which is going to be a Tilly and the Buttons maternity Agnes top. I've sewn a few Agnes tops, but I think I made them when I was quite new. They were the first things I made with jersey, and at the time I didn't really know what kind of jerseys were right. I know Tilly says on the pattern to sew with 20% stretch, but the first one I did was much too tight. I think I may have even sewn it the wrong way around, so when you fold the fabric together, I think it just didn't go well. It was so tight on me. Yeah, so that went, I think that's gone in the, it might have gone to a charity shop because it was quite nice. The second one I made was miles too big and the shoulders were falling down here, so I've still got that one because it's really comfy. The fabric is lovely and soft, so it's more of a slouchy around the house kind of top. And then the third one I made, I don't understand what happened, but it ended up much too short, like round my belly button kind of short. It just did not work at all. So having learnt from all of those, having sewn a few successful jersey things now, I am ready to give it another go. And the fact that it is a maternity pattern as well is even more exciting. I'll try and see if I can put a picture of the Tilly and the Buttons pattern here. I really like the version with the drawstring sides. I think that's quite a sweet little detail. But yes, I will see. So this is the fabric that I've set aside for that, which is lovely. I haven't actually sewn with stripes before either. I like wearing stripes. I have a few tops, a few ready to wear tops that are striped, but I think pattern matching kind of scares me a little bit, but I'm going to give it a go with this one. and we shall see. So yes, very excited to make that. I am definitely more of an autumn-winter girl, so I'm quite pleased that I am pregnant at this time of year and that I will be getting progressively bigger over winter, because it's my favourite time of year. It's my favourite time for fashion as well. You know, dresses and tights and boots and things like that, so hopefully I can make this work quite well. I struggle in the summer. I really struggle to figure out what to wear and to be comfortable in the summer, so I am very pleased with this situation right now. The second fabric I got was also from Girl Charlie. It's another knit fabric, although this one hasn't got quite as much stretch. And this is going to be a Colette Minetta Dress version 3, which has the longer sleeves. I'm actually going to lengthen the sleeves to full length because I've made the Minetta a few times and the pattern has the sleeves kind of stop just above the elbows on me, which is actually really uncomfortable. Plus I want it to be more wearable for the winter, so that's what I'm going to do. When I made it before, I think I made a large and graded to an XL, and I tried on my Minetta dress about a week ago. It still fits, it still looks good, but it's a bit tight across the bust, so I think I'm going to just go up the next size to a 2XL, which I think is actually a separate pattern piece. You can see how well used this one is. I think the 2XL and the 3XL is a separate pattern piece, so that's good. It means I don't have to try and... I don't trace off my patterns. I never do. Maybe the only time I trace off my pattern if it's something that needs a lot of adjusting. But I'm a lazy sewist. I don't often make anything that needs that much adjusting, which is terrible. That's really bad. I really need to expand my skill set a bit more. But I love this. This is going to look great in the autumn. So it's got a black background with these lovely pretty little flowers. Like I said, it's not got too much stretch to it. A bit more that way. So I definitely need to make sure I cut this out the right way. But I think that's going to look really nice with tights and boots for the winter. And then maybe a nice knit cardigan as well. So that's that one. That's plan number 2. I think I'm going to try and cut this out over the weekend. That's my plan for Saturday, I think. Pop that down there. The other pattern I'd quite like to make, I haven't got a fabric to go with it yet, is the Closet Case Patterns Evany Dress. I would probably make the dress version with the long sleeves as well. This went into the June Sail Away So Hayley Jane luxury box, and I kept one of these for myself because it's a pattern I'd like to have a go at. So yeah, I think I will make the dress length to again go with tights or leggings and boots with the long sleeves. I think that would be quite comfy. So that's another plan. I haven't got a fabric to go with that yet. Then, okay, this is a heavy one. I bought the Sew Over It capsule wardrobe ebook when it came out last year, and absolutely love the coat that's in it. Is it called, what's it called? The Lola coat, I think it might be. But I never got around to making it. It does need quite a lot of fabric, and I've always kind of got my eye out for the right fabric for that pattern, and I found it last Thursday in Winchester with my mum at C&H Fabrics, and it is a wool polyester mix. There's a lot of it. There's about 5 meters there, so it takes a lot of fabric, this one. And there's a sort of a grey houndstooth pattern, I think. Yeah, I think it's houndstooth. And I think it's going to be really nice. It's not too heavy because the coat needs quite a lot of drapes, so that's why I've gone for this one. It's quite drapey. But yeah, it is heavy. There's a lot there. And I I asked the lady in the shop about the care instructions after she cut out all 5 meters, and she said, what are you going to make with it? I said, a coat. And she said, I think you might be better dry cleaning it. But you can wash it. It's a 30-degree wash. It was a standard wash in the instructions, which would probably be fine if you were making a pair of trousers out of this. But for a coat, I think it's going to have to be cleaned in the dry cleaners, which is fine because that means I don't have to wash it before cutting it. So that's something I need to print off. I might try and send it to a copy shop. I know Amanda from I Sew A Lot has mentioned a particular copy shop where she sends her patterns off to, and then they send back the copy shop version. So, and I don't think it's that expensive. I might give that a go because I think the amount of printing and cutting and sticking that this pattern will need is going to be quite a lot. So I think that might be a good time saver. But yes, it's really pretty. It's really soft as well. I don't know if you can line the Lola coat though, so I might have a look and see about lining it so that it's got a bit more durability to it. But I haven't actually tried lining very often. I've made one jacket before, which was the By Hand London Victoria blazer, and I did line that, which was okay. It went okay. It wasn't fantastic, but that for a first go at lining a coat, I think it was probably pretty good. I was happy with it, and I've worn it and I haven't done anything to it, so I might give it a go. If anybody has any suggestions, if you've made the Lola coat and have lined it, let me know, and I'd like to see what everyone's done. Okay, that's that one. I'm gonna put that down. And then finally, my parents and my sister went to Scotland back in the summer. They went to, where did they go? The Outer Hebrides, a couple of the islands over there. They went to Harris and the Isle of Skye, I think. And whilst they were in Harris, they went to Harris Tweed and bought me this, which is lovely. There is a metre there, but it is quite a very thin, a very narrow width fabric. And I'm thinking a bag would be really nice in this fabric. Maybe like a satchel kind of bag with some brown leather and like a nice look kind of thing. But I haven't seen a pattern, so if anybody can recommend a satchel or a bag pattern that would work with this fabric, let me know in the comments below and I will check that out. I don't know if this is going to be made in the next few months, but it is in my stash and that's what it's going to be eventually at some point. If it's 5 years down the line, it's 5 years down the line, but that's what that's going to be. So those are my plans for autumn and winter for me, but obviously I am very excited about delving into children's sewing patterns and baby sewing patterns. I have a few lengths of sort of leftover jerseys from tops that I've made that I think would make very cute little baby patterns, baby clothes. So I will probably be giving those a go, and also making things for the nursery as well. Bunting, there's bunting, there'll be cushions, there'll be all sorts. So that's quite exciting too. So, but the other thing we've got possibly going on in the next month or so is moving the businesses out of the house. So I've got Sew Haley Jane, my husband also runs a business, which has been fine for the past year running them from home, but every month when it comes to cutting up the fabric and packing the boxes, I have to rearrange the lounge, use the dining room table, and it just takes over the whole house for a couple of weeks, which has been fine for the last year, but it's not going to work with a baby around as well. So we have been looking at warehouse spaces or office spaces that will work for both businesses together, and we'll be moving maybe in a month, maybe a month or two. There's a really lovely like business centre that we found and they have a couple of warehouses that might be becoming free in the next month or two, so we're waiting to hear from them, and then we can move all of this out there and this will become baby's room. I have already made a couple of cushions out of some fat quarters and some leftover fabrics, so they're on the blog now if you want to have a look at those. I'll link those below. But yeah, it's gonna be a crazy few months, and then it's not gonna get any less crazy once baby comes. So yes, it's exciting, it's a bit scary, but I am looking forward to it, to the challenge. So we'll see how it goes. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you have all had or are having a lovely day, and I will see you in a couple of weeks' time with the October unboxing. Bye!